Welcome to Big Mike's Real Reviews. This is Big Mike, and I just got back from the theater from seeing Morbius. Now, I've been seeing some of the early reviews online, looking at different takes on the film, and a lot of them were not too positive, to say the least. Certain YouTubers were calling it garbage, dog shit. I mean, a whole bunch of terms were thrown around. But you know what? I was like, I'm going to go in this movie and I'm going to make my own assessment. And that's what I did. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I went into it kind of biased, I must say. And I was like, oh, man, it's probably going to be like the worst thing I've ever seen. It wasn't that great. I mean, it still doesn't like bode well for the film. But it wasn't like the worst movie I'd ever seen, like some people would lead you to believe, at least in my opinion. I thought it had a lot of potential though, that was kind of left like on the, on the floor or whatever. Cause this movie was supposed to come out like 2 years ago, right? So I think Sony was trying to capitalize a lot on the success of Spider-Man No Way Home, after the fact, cause this was supposed to come out way before Spider-Man No Way Home. And so it was like they threw in some post-credit scenes to kind of tie into that. And I guess to try and build up their Sony Spider-Man universe. And let me just start from the beginning, because I'm getting a little sidetracked here. So the movie is kind of like, it's fast-paced, cut to different scenes very fast. So I think in a good way that, kind of worked, just because like it didn't really give you time to think about it too much. They were always going to something different. So it did keep you engaged with the pacing. It didn't really get slow. I honestly didn't think like the story or anything was that bad, actually. I was actually finding myself quite enjoying it, for the most part. I think the things that really irritated me, which a lot of things can just like kind of ruin it for you, especially if it's in the final act. I pretty much enjoyed everything except for like the final fight scene was just, man, it was god awful. It was like the way they ended the movie was god awful. I was just like, see, they had potential and then like it just fell flat. And then the post-credit scenes, there was 2 post-credit scenes. Well, not even really post-credit scenes. There was like one right after like the movie ended. They started a little bit of credits, and then like not too many credits later, they showed the second scene. Now, these have been leaked online already. Also, the director spoiled most of the movie like over a week ago. So that's also not helping the film by any means. So, I mean, it had a lot of things working against it. Now, I can see a lot of people really, really enjoying this movie. And I can also see a lot of people not liking it. And I will kind of understand both sides, to be honest with you. Take it back to the first Venom movie. The first Venom movie I thought was okay. I enjoyed it. A lot of people really liked it, thought it was great. Venom Let There Be Carnage, I really did not like that movie. It's very little in that movie that I actually liked. Now, that being said, I do think Morbius was better than Venom Let There Be Carnage. I'd have to give it another view to see if I like it more than like, or on par with the first Venom movie. But again, like at this point, it kind of can go either way. If you really like the movie, I could probably see why. And if you hated it, I could see why too. Now for me, my rating of this movie would probably be about a 6.5 out of 10. Again, it wasn't as bad as some people say. It wasn't as bad as its Rotten Tomatoes score, in my opinion. I actually enjoyed it for the most part, but like I'm kind of getting a little perturbed with Sony really, really trying to cash in on their stuff by using the MCU success and with them actually making really good movies. You know what I mean? So I just kind of wish like they would just hand the reins over to Marvel Studios altogether and like scrap their own universe. Maybe do side Spider-Man projects, which would be fine. But who knows? And they also said, the director said that soon we'd find out what Spider-Man is in the Morbius universe, which the director did also say that Morbius takes place in the Venom universe. So I mean, it could be an all-new Spider-Man, and it also could be a continuation of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. So we never know. But that being the case, we'll have to see in the future. They're not giving up on this anytime soon. So, I mean, if we get Andrew Garfield back, hey, fine. If we get somebody new that's actually, you know, good too for the Sony universe that helps them make better movies, I'm okay with that too, I guess. But, you know, with that being said, that's going to be the end of the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, give this video a like. It's much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified of all my latest content. And once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.